Well, good morning. As you know, the challenge of last month was write a poem about your own private hell. But I want to say that the winning entry wasn't really a short poem. But it was so good that it clearly won in my mind. And reading all of them, I typically when I do a video like this, I'll read runners up and I'll read the first few. There were so many good ones in there. And I'm not even going to start naming names because I'll be here for 5 hours reading these poems, and they were beautiful. I'm going to link the challenge in the description. But I want to talk about the winner here in just one moment, and we're going to read the piece. But I wanted to bring up next month's challenge and how it came about, and introduce the winner and announce the winner, of this month's 100 Big Fat Ones. All right, stay tuned. So our new challenge of the month comes from a viewer on YouTube and probably a writer on prose, but I'm not sure who it is. So, I actually promised this person I would copy and paste their suggestion to the challenge of the week last week, and I just forgot. So I apologized, and we had kind of a funny back and forth, I think. But it's a cool challenge. And even last night on Discord, they had the Discord group, and I told them about it, and they really liked it. So that was a good litmus test for me. And I'll tell you what it is. Let's go. I'm sure it's this video. It's the Oris Boris video, I think. Or was it? Was it that video? Oh, shut up. Guy's so fucking annoying. Look at this. Look at it. It's like a double helix of dork on the screen. I might implode. Let's see. Where'd it go? Yeah, this is it. This is it. So the challenge of the month for next month comes from, let me see, where'd it go? Is this one? Yeah, okay. So this is from Sticks and Stoners. This is so cool. That's the funniest name. I love the word stoners. It reminds me of high school. We had in my high school, I'm dating myself here, but my high school, we had stoners and mods. And mods were like, goth today, but they were called mods. And then the long black bangs, and they were like whoosh, every few seconds in the Depeche Mode. And by the way, I love Depeche Mode. And I love Slayer, and I love Beethoven. I love it all, or smart music, like I always say. But it's funny because whenever I see stoners, I just always picture the quintessential stoner from high school with the curly kind of, not curly, but like the mullet and the high tops, the tongue sticking out, and the 3/4 sleeve concert shirts. Just absolutely beautiful human specimens. I miss them. So here we go. Okay, so I said 8 days ago, I said, just for you, next weekly challenge, the staff will call the winner. Even better, give us a prompt. What is a challenge subject you'd like to read? Then I apologize. Sticks and Stoners, I dropped the ball. But for you and only for you, we're going to give you the moon, and we're going to make this the challenge of the month for the $100. And so what Sticks and Stoners said was, brave leap you're taking. Well, I don't think so. And also, we're going to decide this one. It's not going to be a democracy or it is going to be by likes, but not likes on the page. We're going to have the Discord group and the staff really judge this. So this is going to be a fun challenge because of the content. So here we go. And I'll have to paraphrase this because, when you like text a YouTube comment, you can misspell, you can drop words, you can drop letters. I'm guilty of it, all the time when I text, big thumb. So since you really want a prompt, I'd personally love seeing, okay, some scientists are really trying to figure out if life flashes before someone's eyes, when and why this happens. And then he goes into across human history, there's been one outlier that purely represents any given emotion-tied flashback that someone would have seen before dying. Good, bad, heartbreak, excitement, betrayal, love that won't be able to see itself through. Many, many more. Write about one of those anomalies, the extreme outliers, both what they're flashing back to and why, and when they're about to die. So, I know exactly what you mean with this prompt, sticks and stoners, and I'm gonna make it right. I'm gonna do it right by you. So, here we go. This will be, by the time this video's release, this will be prompted into our challenge of the month. The only reason I'm doing that now is because whenever I preload a challenge, right? They're like 15 entries before it's announced. And I love that part about pros, but I want this to hit at once, this whole thing. So we're going to do that. Great idea, sticks and stoners. And I apologize. I'm old, I'm forgetful. So, give me a break. But this is going to be a really cool challenge. So let's get to the winner of last month. LeCrae's Little White Rings. I read this. This is such a beautiful exposition of his heart, I would say. I'm going to leave this exact title in the description, but I'll start here. And I want to read this. This is fucking beautiful, you guys. I'll start here. As it turns out, there actually is a gate to hell just outside of Poughkeepsie. Poughkeepsie. All my life, I'd never known, or considered for that matter, how to spell it. Strange though, the moment you see it, you know how to pronounce it, regardless of its many letters, and regardless of how one might think it would be spelled. I got stuck staring at it. Poughkeepsie. I stared at it so long that there would develop little faint white rings on some of the keys of my otherwise black keyboard, a telltale sign of someone who has found one of the gates. There's divided highway east of town called Haight Avenue, which turns into Manchester Road coming through Arlington, 3 lanes of traffic headed either direction. Officially, it's simply Highway 55. About 3 miles east, you can take an exit onto a plain 2-lane road, Old Manchester Road, which immediately turns into Titusville Road, beginning at the bridge over Wappinger Creek, then leads south into, you guessed it, Titusville. The Gate of Hell, to which I refer, is located almost exactly halfway across the 181-foot bridge over Wappinger Creek. In June of 2016, I stood on the edge of that bridge and decided to jump. I did not. Instead, my phone rang, and it was someone saying they wanted to publish my book. The gates of hell would have to wait. Telling you about the gate is the easy part. I've done that so many times that it's begun to become numb. No, the intriguing part of this exercise is the vulnerability, the trust. So let's try this. In 2012, Kendall was 17, Ashley was 9, and their mother would harm me physically if I revealed their age at the time. Danielle, Danny. I had recently self-published, The Second Rape of Dr. Emily Pershing. Life was good, damn good. Our family had been on a quest, seeking out information regarding Danny's birth mother, as she had been adopted as an infant and had decided to find out as much as possible about her past. We found out a lot. A lot. The love was thick, heavy, wonderful. The proverbial cup had runneth over. We decided to share the story, share the love, so to speak. Danny, Kendall, and I shared as much as we could remember, and the majority of it was handed down from Danny's mother and a beautiful friend whom we desperately wished we could meet. The crux of this thing, the book, was that sacrifices were made in order to give Danny life, and in turn, give life to her daughters, creating every beautiful thing which filled the cup. As much as I wanted to believe the story was well prepared and researched and presented, I have come to accept that there is something missing. The reviews have been exceptional, as they have been rare. To my knowledge, fewer than 10 people have ever read the thing. Call it what you will, the simple fact is, it's a failure. On March 4th, 2016, Danny's impossibly adorable brother, Percy, had treated the girls to a road trip to visit my parents, who had moved to New York for reasons that I still cannot fathom. One of our family quirks was that whenever we saw something while traveling which made any of us wonder, What is that? Or where does that road go? A moving truck lost a wheel, an entire wheel, while crossing westbound on the bridge over Wappinger Creek, causing the driver to lose control and cross over into the eastbound lane. Percy, Danny, 21-year-old Kendall, and 13-year-old Ashley were hit head-on, bouncing their minivan up and over the guardrail and into the creek, killing everyone inside. My heart damn near chokes me when I think about how I used to joke that life was going to suck when Ashley turned 13. I thought she'd be such a tremendous pain in the butt, so headstrong and argumentative. I thought she'd be impossible. She wasn't. Dear God in heaven, she was absolutely perfect. I found salt formations to be remarkably resilient. How they last under constant abuse is beyond me. The only thing which seems to break them down, other than some type of cleaning agent which I haven't the heart to employ, is the very thing which created them. And here I am, having once again added more droplets, which will eventually dry, the salt crystallizing, reinforcing the little white rings. The publisher who called about the book was complete BS. Wanted me to spend hundreds of dollars to have them redesign the cover, proofread it, and put absolutely zero effort into advertising it anywhere other than where it's already easily found. And that's the hard part, the vulnerability. Sacrifices were made, lives were uprooted. Hell, lives were lost in order to ensure just the possibility of Danny's existence. Her life was made possible. Danny's children's lives were made possible. And I was by far the greatest beneficiary of those lives. And now they're gone. All there is to demonstrate the awesome selflessness of the people and the extraordinary beauty of the sacrifices made is the story, my contribution, my effort. And as I stood on the edge of that bridge and stared into the mouth of the gates of hell, it was my greatest, most profound, and contemptible regret in this cruel life to have known that in that effort I had failed them, all of them. It's as if none of them were ever here, and neither am I. Absolutely beautiful. Congratulations, BJ LeCrae. And that's going to wrap today. One more time, congratulations, BJ LeCrae. It's one hell of a story. Thank you. And I will link the new challenge in this video. And side note, wish me luck tomorrow. You guys, tomorrow my studio rise, my big whisper room we're going to build. So my next transmission and video, this next talking face for radio will be coming at you from a really nice isolated booth. So I'm excited. I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for being here, and I will talk to you in the next video. Take good care.